what is the need to keep up with the Joneses? I just don't get it. What's the need? Why do people feel pressure to drive a certain car? So I'm back to work now. It's the end of my first week. So right now it's the 8th of April. It's a Friday, innit? Just got a little quick 1 hour break. What I do is I do appointments, go to different people's properties and that. And sometimes I got like a 2-hour window until my next job. So I thought, you know what, might as well make a quick video on it. Boom. So yesterday I went to one girl's yard, young girl, probably around 22, 23. Probably 24 actually, maybe, innit? So anyway, she said to me that she was recently in a car crash. And she said that her car flipped over and yeah, she was upside down in the car. So I was like, rah, like explain what happened, innit? Because man, I don't really know too much people that have been in car crashes, let alone someone who's had their car flipped over and that. And she basically said that someone signaled her to pull out and she didn't look both ways properly, and then someone hit her car and flipped her car and that. So I was like, okay, cool. What car was you driving before? Because obviously it's probably going to be a complete write-off. And she was like, yeah, I was driving a Corsa before, innit? So I was like, okay, cool. What car are you driving now? And she was like, oh, I still got a Corsa in it, but it's the most latest model. It's a new one. She's like, yeah, I can't really afford to drive a nice car or whatever in it. And I'm sitting there and I'm thinking to myself, why do you feel pressure to drive a nice car? When she says a nice car, she means a Mercedes or a BMW, if not an Audi A3, A4, whatever in it, or one of them SUVs and that Q7 and that. It's like, why do you feel pressure to drive these flashy cars when you're not in the best financial situation? And the reason why I say that, she's a single mum living in a 2-bed flat with 2 kids, and she's got 2 different baby fathers. I know this because her oldest child is white and her youngest child is mixed race. So she got some rainbow shit going on in her household and that. It's like, why do you feel pressure to drive these flashy cars? Man, don't feel that pressure, you know? Like, people need to be satisfied with just driving a new car. Don't get it twisted. When man say that people shouldn't go out of their way or kill themselves to drive a flashy car, that don't mean you should be content with driving an old banger, one piece of rust bucket on 4 wheels. Don't get it twisted, innit? But if you're driving a brand new car, a brand new Corsa, be content with that. Like, there's people, they're trying to live a champagne lifestyle on a lemonade budget. Big up man like Paul Barrett and that said that, one trade union from Holmes to Harringay, innit? Yeah, legend. We was talking about some business with providing a service for the Harringay residents and that, and he basically said Harringay Council is trying to provide a champagne service on a lemonade budget. So that's where man got that saying from, innit? But yeah, literally, people are trying to live a champagne lifestyle on a lemonade salary. Literally, like, you should be thinking to yourself, yeah, let me buy a property and, you know what I'm saying, save my money. And why are you even thinking about driving a Mercedes and that? You're a single mum. You got 2 youths, 2 baby fathers and that. You're living in one mad council estate. Your priority should be elsewhere about, oh yeah, you know, I can't afford to buy a nicer car. No one asks you about why you're not driving this. I just a general question, innit? What car you drive, innit? I come across it all the time, man. Like, some people think they're bougie now, you know. Like, I met someone one time. I know someone. They're a big person, innit? They're like all in their 50s and that. And I can't remember if I was driving an Insignia at the time. No, you know what? Because I got one courtesy car one time. Someone smashed into my car or whatever. And so boom, I got a courtesy car. But anyway, I was driving this Honda Civic that I'm driving now. And I went to go and visit someone to just quickly do a little electrical work, change a switch in their yard, innit? And we was talking about cars. And I said, do you know what? I used to like driving a Nissan Juke. And she's like, a Nissan? And I was like, yeah. And I was like, what's wrong with a Nissan, innit? She's like, obviously some people have their preferences and some people think certain cars are dead, innit? Yeah, I get it. But this person was like looking down on the fact that I liked the Nissan that I was driving, a Nissan Juke. It's the first and only time I've really drove a brand new car. And I liked it. And I was telling this person and they were like trying to look down on the fact that I liked the Nissan Juke and that. Because now they're driving a Range Rover, innit? Yeah. But they're forgetting one thing. So this is what happens, innit? People, they get a little bit of money, or they're in a bit of financial situation because they got a husband or whatever in it. Yeah, they locked up a little bit, and now they think they're bougie because they're driving a Range Rover, when they're forgetting that they used to drive a fucking Daewoo Mattis when they was well into their 30s, you know. Do you know what a Daewoo Mattis is? If you don't know what a Daewoo Mattis is, it's exactly for that reason. One shit little car. Like, just sometimes, I swear I could pick up this car and throw it over, and it's a little bit bigger than a smart car. You know, the standard smart car that you would think of if you imagine a smart car. It's a little bit bigger than that. You could fit a couple utes in the back. The person used to drive a Daewoo Mattis. One shit piece of car. See that this is the thing. Certain people, they forget that they were struggling before, you know. Like, and the only reason why they're not struggling now is because they've locked up and met someone, and now they're able to maybe go halves on a mortgage, or they're able to go halves on the car lease and that. Don't forget that. You get me? The only reason why you're living this lifestyle is because you're with someone else. Now, if you make money in that and you level up financially in that, then cool. If you want to get a bit bougie, then that's up to you, yeah. But don't you dare get bougie in that because you're living a better lifestyle now because you're with someone. The only reason why you're living this better lifestyle is because you're with someone else, innit, yeah? Made that person break out of you, dump you, kick you to the curb, and you see where you be living in that. People don't forget themselves. People don't forget themselves. Like I say all the time, I don't care how rich I get. Man could have 100 properties, 200 properties, live in £4 million house. I'll still be that guy from Edmonton, blood. Literally, like, no business where, what geographical location that man live in and that. Man's at Edmonton, man, innit? Never forget. There's certain people, they forget where they come from, or they forget the situation, how they grow up and that. Certain people, they move out of their mum's yard. They come from a broke area, poor family and that, and then they think they're all bougie and posh and that. Man, you're deluding yourself, man. Before you blink, you can lose everything. Get me? Man rate the work ethic though, innit? Like, yeah, the hard work it took to get there and that, innit? But don't forget where you come from, man. Embrace that you're from the hood. Embrace that you come from a poor family and that. Use that drive to make sure that your kids don't end up poor and that. But don't you dare start looking down on people and that. I know there's certain people that probably think that man look down on whatever, innit? Yeah. Nah, it's not that, fam. It's not that, innit? But yeah, man, I don't understand why people have this, they feel like they're pressured to drive a nice car and that. Like, they have to make excuses and shit like that. Bro, man, just ask people why, like, what car you drive or whatever, innit? People are making up excuses as to why they're not driving a certain car, innit? Don't get twisted. Man want to drive a Mercedes and that. Like, even now, man said this all the time in a couple recent videos, innit? I said to myself, yeah, once I get my flat renovated and I'm renting out my flat, obviously I'm going to be making profit. I said, yeah, I'm going to use that money, some of the money to lease a car, innit, yeah? Man's been renting out my flat for a couple months now. I'm making profit off of it. And I just don't feel the urge, blood. Man don't feel the urge, you know, to lease a new car, nothing like that. Like, I just think it's going to be a waste of money, innit? Like, nah, man, I can't be spending £300-400 innit, like, a month on a new car, to lease a car, innit? Because I won't buy a car. I don't think it's worth it, innit? Because if I'm gonna get a nice car, I'd have to spend like £7,000. And if you buy a brand new car, whether it's finance, as soon as you drive it off the forecourt, I think you lose like 5 or 10% or whatever, innit? So, no, even the other day, me and my girl went to the Mercedes place and that, and walking around, admiring the cars, window shopping and that. One woman asked me in there, oh, how can I said, I'm not buying nothing. I'm just looking. But it's tempted to want to take out one of these cars, and I'm thinking to myself, whilst we're in the Mercedes showroom, it's like, is it really worth it? Is it really worth it? Yeah, cars, man, they're what, just to drive from A to B in style. Like, a lot of people, they buy nice cars and that because it's a way to show their their perceived financial success. There's a lot of people right now, they drive hella nice car and that, but they're broke. Literally, they're living on a breadline. I beg that transmission in that car don't blow out. There's certain people, their finances are so mad that they're like, nothing can go wrong this month. Man, they're literally sleeping with their fingers crossed, their toes crossed, literally. praying that nothing goes wrong this month. If something goes wrong this month, it's like Jenga. One wrong move and the whole thing comes crashing down. Man can't live like that. Not for a car. Not for a car, innit? That's foolishness. Watched a video on YouTube the other day, and it said that a lot of people, the reason why they want to live a pretentious lifestyle, let's say driving a nice flashy car, is for one of two reasons. Either they want to impress people around them, or they want to suppress people around them. So you know what impressing people means? Stunting on people. Oh, look, I got this car and that, to show off, to get validation from the people. Oh yeah, you're doing your thing and that. Or they want to suppress people. They want to be the person with the best car. There's some people right now, man, know people right now, I reckon they would prefer if I didn't drive a flashy car or whatever, innit, yeah? Probably because, oh, it might make them feel like, oh, you know, they ain't got the best car or whatever kind of nonsense. And I know people like that. It's silliness. Man don't care about what this person's driving and that. Obviously, man want people to drive nice cars and that. It has nothing to do with me. Nothing to do with me. I could imagine my girl that I'm dealing with, imagine she had, I don't know, a brand new Q7 and I wouldn't care. Yeah, your car outshines me and that, innit? But how much properties you got in that, innit? Yeah. What are you doing right now to leave things behind for your youths and that? See, the certain man, they feel inferior if they date a girl that's earning more money than them. So imagine that. Let's say I earn 60 grand a year, innit? There's certain men, they'll feel inferior if their girl earns 100 grand a year. Me, I wouldn't busy. Do you know why? Whether I earn 60 grand a year, 30 grand a year, or 100 grand a year, man still live like I earn 20 grand a year. I don't spend money. So people who are technically broker than me, people that earn a third of what I earn, 20 grand a year, there's certain people, they live like they're richer than me. So it doesn't matter how much money I earn. I'm always going to live a certain lifestyle. I'm going to live below my means. So whether a girl earns less than me or more than me, she is going to spend more than me and look like she's richer than me. So therefore, it don't matter how much she earns. She can earn a lot more than me. I don't business. I'll just think to myself, yeah, but what have you got to show for your money, really? Forget about the lifestyle. What are you doing to pass things down to your youths and that? I would never feel inferior if a girl earns 100 grand a year. Because all they're going to do is spend it on nonsense, just like someone who's earning 20 grand a year. So what difference does that make to me? I don't care about being able to go on holidays. If I was the type of man that cared about going on holidays once a month or four times a year and that, if I wanted to live a certain lifestyle and I desired to live a certain lifestyle while I'm spending money like that, then yeah, maybe I would feel inferior because I'm not able to spend that type of money or live that type of lifestyle. But I don't care about stuff like that. I'm telling you, if I was a millionaire, I would not wear Balmain jeans. I would not buy Balmain jeans. I'm not spending £600 on a pair of jeans. No. Maybe one pair. Maybe. And even then, it's jeans. Maybe I'll spend £600 on a jacket, but not a pair of jeans, man. They're jeans. They're jeans, man. So, yeah, man. A lot of people, they just want to subscribe to some foolish lifestyle, innit? Yeah. You know, it's you're a real consumer. You're a real consumer, innit? You want to keep up with the Joneses. You want to fit in with the in crowd and that. Man don't try to fit in with no one. Man is the crowd, innit? Yeah, people need to fit in with me or I'll stand alone, innit? Like I know, man, right now, you know, if you're not driving a certain car, they ain't gonna want to flex with you, you know. There's certain men that I know, they want to flex with man. If yeah, so because I drive a Honda Civic, they wouldn't want to flex with me, you know. They would only want to flex with me if I'm driving a Mercedes or Jaguar F-Type S or F-Type R, whatever, innit? Nonsense. People like that is fake, fam. Don't business about hanging around with people like that, innit? Anyway, people there need to stop trying to keep up with the Joneses and that. Stay in your financial lane. Stay wise, don't know.